Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. This is a B1 level business English lesson, and today we're going to be learning vocabulary related to job advertisements. Okay, first we have a vocabulary word here, intern, which is a verb meaning to work with little or no pay in order to gain experience. So, in the comments, if you'd like, describe your job experience. What is your current job and what jobs did you have in the past? And here is a statement you can use as a model, a short paragraph. She says, I have worked in a few different marketing and advertising roles since I graduated from university. In college, I interned for a local radio station where I designed posters for concerts and music festivals. After college, I worked as a market research assistant. More recently, most of my experience is with social media marketing. I've been working as a social media specialist for 2 years. All right, now we're going to see how people talk about their previous experience. When does each speaker use the present perfect, and when do they use the past simple? So Yuri says, I have worked for 2 years in customer service. In my last job, I worked at a call center where I answered more than 50 calls a day. So I have worked, that is present perfect. Oops. And we'll change color. Simple past is I worked and I answered. Layla says, I have had many different jobs at the hospital. I have worked as a medical assistant and a receptionist. Last year, I graduated with a degree in nursing, so now I am working as a nurse. So we have one simple past, graduated, and she says, I have had and I have worked. That's present perfect. And then Yuki says, I have worked in retail sales since I was a teenager. I started as a shop assistant at a local clothing store. After 2 years, I became the shop supervisor. Now I work as the shop manager at a different clothing store. So I have worked is present perfect. And I started and I became our simple past. So we often use the present perfect simple to talk about experiences. We use the present perfect simple to talk about a finished event or action that is part of our whole lives. I have had many different jobs at the hospital. I have never worked in sales. Note, in my life is an unfinished time. The present perfect is often used with unfinished time periods, such as today, this week, this month, or this year. We regularly use the present perfect simple with ever in questions to start a conversation. Have you ever worked in customer service? So let's practice using the present perfect and past simple to talk about job experiences. So answer the question using the present perfect, and if possible, describe a specific experience using the past simple. So an example here, have you ever quit a job? And the person says, yes, I have quit many jobs. I quit my job last year because I moved to a new city. All right, and so you can practice answering these either aloud or you can write your answers in the comments. And remember to use a combination of the present perfect and the past simple. Have you ever managed a team? Have you ever given a presentation to a large group of people? Have you ever trained another employee? And have you ever missed a deadline? All right, Here's some vocabulary. We're going to read some job postings, but before reading, we need to work on some vocabulary words. So match each vocabulary word with its definition. You can pause the video, try these on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. A job within an organization is a position. A written request for something, such as a job, would be an application. Knowledge or skills gained from doing or seeing something, that would be experience. A person who applies for a job is a candidate. A question is an inquiry. A situation that makes it possible for someone to do something that they want to do is an opportunity. The ability to do something well is a skill. And the quality that makes someone suitable for a job or activity is a qualification. All right, so now you're going to complete each sentence with the correct word, and you might need to change the word into its plural form. Go ahead and pause the video, try that on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. Did you see the job posting for the account manager position at Elevated Sports? The job requires that candidates have the following qualifications: a degree in accounting and 2 years of work experience. We interviewed more than 10 candidates for the creative director position, but none of them seemed to be a great fit. The job requires the candidate to have experience replying to customer inquiries. To succeed in this position, the candidate must have excellent communication skills. Please submit your application to hr@elevatedsports.com. This job is a great opportunity for a person who is interested in working from home, and there is no experience necessary for this job. Recent college graduates are encouraged to apply. All right, now we're going to read this job advertisement for an account manager position and answer the questions. You can pause the video and read on your own, or follow along as I read. Account manager. Our company, we design world-class solutions for the most amazing brands in the world. We are looking for an experienced account manager with lots of energy to join our team. The account manager will be responsible for meeting the needs of their clients. They will build long-lasting relationships and find opportunities to gain more revenue from the company. To succeed in this position, candidates should have excellent communication, computer, and problem-solving skills. Job duties: create, build, and keep strong relationships with clients, reply to client inquiries via email and video conferencing, solve client issues by consulting with other departments. Qualifications: bachelor's degree and 4 or more years of sales or customer service experience. So what are the main responsibilities of the account manager? So they will be responsible for meeting the needs of the clients, building long-lasting relationships, and finding opportunities to gain more revenue for the company. What skills does the account manager need to be successful? They should have excellent communication, computer and problem solving skill, and what qualifications, bachelor's degree, and 4 years of experience. And I'm sorry, number one should have also included these job duties: create, build, and keep strong relationships, reply to client inquiries via email and video conferencing, and solve client issues by consulting with other departments. All right, now we're going to read another advertisement for a junior recruiter position and then answer the questions. Once again, you can pause the video and read on your own, or you can follow along as I read. Junior recruiter, do you have strong communication skills? Are you looking for an opportunity to grow? Do you love helping and speaking with people on the phone daily? If this is you, then come join our team. Company description. We are a growing marketing firm based in Seattle with 10 offices in 10 cities across the country. The position, we are looking for a full-time recruiter to help find, interview, and select candidates. The role requires creating and placing job advertisements, receiving applications, screening candidates, and assisting with interviews. The junior recruiter will report directly to the HR coordinator. Requirements must have all equipment necessary to work from home: computer, Wi-Fi, webcam, 2 monitors preferred. Bachelor's degree preferred, no experience necessary, all training is provided. So what are the main responsibilities of the junior recruiter? Um, Creating and placing job advertisements, receiving applications, screening candidates, and assisting with interviews. What is required to do the job? You must have all the equipment necessary to work from home, like a computer, Wi-Fi, webcam, and 2 monitors. And what experience should the junior recruiter have? No experience is necessary. And now we have the creative director position. Again, you can pause the video, read on your own, or follow along as I read. Creative director. About us, we are a national ad agency. We take care of advertising so companies can spend their time doing other things. What we are looking for, we need a creative director to guide our creative team and lead new projects. The creative director will manage a team of art directors, illustrators, and copywriters. Job functions: design advertisements to meet clients' needs, edit content and presentations, approve ideas, provide feedback, create teams and manage projects, speak with clients as required, participate in new business development. Basic skills required: experience as a creative director or in a similar creative role, excellent knowledge of software such as Photoshop, Illustrator, etc., strong leadership and organizational skills, BA in advertising, fine art, design, or a related field, and 3 or more years of experience. So what are the main responsibilities of the creative director? So designing advertisements to meet the client's needs, editing content for presentations, approving ideas, providing feedback, creating teams and managing projects, speaking with clients as required, and participating in new business development. So what skills are required to do the job? Experience as a creative director or similar creative role, knowledge of software like Photoshop or Illustrator, and strong leadership and organizational skills. And what degree is required? A bachelor's degree in either advertising, fine art, design, or some related field. All right, now we're going to listen to Kellen describe his work experience, and then you'll answer the questions true or false.
Hi there. I'm Kellen. I have been working in advertising for a little under 10 years. During that time, I have tried it all. I started as an advertising assistant and then trained myself to become a graphic designer. I even spent some time working as a copywriter. I have always had a large imagination and an ability to change my ideas into reality. I also have experience managing a small team.
All right, so Kellen has been working in his current job for almost 10 years. That is true. Kellen's first job was as an advertising assistant. That's true. Kellen worked as an interior designer. That's false. He said he was a graphic designer. Kellen is creative. That's true. And Kellen has some management experience. That is also true. So, what tenses does Kellen use in his speech? So, I'm Kellen is simple present. Let's see if there's any other simple present. Um, have experience. I have experience is simple present. I'll change colors for. I have been working. That is present perfect continuous. I think that's the only one for present perfect continuous. And then I have tried is present perfect simple. I have always had is also present perfect simple. And then I started is simple past. Trained, simple past. Spent, simple past. Okay. All right, we can use the present perfect continuous for incomplete actions. I have been working since 7 a.m. So he started at 7 a.m. and he's still working right now. He has been attending a meeting for over an hour, so it means he's still in the meeting. And they have been interviewing job candidates all day, so they are still interviewing people. The present perfect continuous can also be used for a repeated activity that started recently. We often use words like recently or lately with the present perfect continuous. I have been working a lot recently. So now we're going to read the chart describing the differences between the two tenses. For present perfect simple, it emphasizes the result of an action. We use it with the number of times that something has happened. For example, I have written 4 books. The present perfect continuous, you emphasize the duration of an action that is still happening and use with a length of time. I have been writing this book for a year. So now read the situation and create 2 sentences, one with the present perfect simple and one with the present perfect continuous. And you can put your sentences in the comments if you'd like some feedback. So the example, Trevor is reading a book. He started 2 hours ago and he is on page 65. So he has been reading for 2 hours. He has read 65 pages. So go ahead and do that for the rest of these. You can pause the video, try it on your own, and then restart when you're ready to hear the answers. Danica is from Belarus. Now she's working in Poland. She started working there 2 months ago. Danica has been working in Poland for 2 months. Danica has worked in 4 countries. Mo is a good public speaker. He started when he was a child. He often presents at business conferences. Mo has been speaking since he was a child. Mo has presented at 6 conferences this year. Stefan is a talented advertising professional. Stefan has won several awards. Stefan has been working in advertising for 20 years. All right, now we're going to meet Ruth and listen to her describe her experiences and then answer the questions true or false.
Hello, my name is Ruth. I will graduate from university with a bachelor's degree in psychology next month. For the last 6 months, I have been interning at Fair Fight, a nonprofit that fights against poverty. There, I have helped to organize events, including the Global Week of Giving and Intern Volunteer Day. I have also helped to recruit and train volunteers.
Okay, Ruth is still in university, that's true. She is currently interning at a nonprofit organization, that's true. Ruth helped to organize the Global Week of Giving, that's true. And Ruth has experience managing a team of volunteers. She didn't say anything about managing. She said that she recruited them and trained them, but didn't necessarily manage them. So we would say that one is false. All right, now we'll meet Gloria. We'll listen to her describe her experience, and I'll fill in the missing words as we go along.
Hi, I'm Gloria. I have a bachelor's degree in business administration, and I have been working in sales for more than 5 years. I have worked as an account coordinator at a marketing and communications firm for the last 2 years. In this role, I have worked closely with our partners to provide support to clients as needed. I have prepared meeting agendas, meeting reports, and other client communications. I have also trained clients on how to use our tools and services.
All right, so now match each candidate with the job that is best for them. So Kellen, 10 years of advertising experience as an advertising assistant, graphic designer, and copywriter, some management experience. Well, he would probably be best as the creative director. Ruth is a university student who will soon graduate with a bachelor's degree in psychology. She's an intern at a nonprofit organization where she organizes events, recruits, and trains volunteers. So she'd probably be best as the junior recruiter. And Gloria, bachelor's degree in business administration, 5 years of sales experience, supported and trained clients, account coordinator, and at a marketing communication firm. So she would probably be best as the account manager. Now, work, job, and career have similar yet different meanings, so look at the information below. Work is the activities that you do at a job. For example, I have lots of work to do today. It can also be the place where your job is located. I'm going to work by. Work is not countable, meaning it does not have a plural form. I start work at 8 a.m. means I start doing my job responsibilities at 8 a.m. A job is a specific role or position. For example, I have a job in advertising. Here, job is countable. I need to find a job. I need to find a new position. And there is a plural, you can have multiple jobs. Career, a job or a series of related jobs that you do for many years. For example, he had a long career in sales, and a career is countable. I started my career as a writer. I was a writer at the beginning of my professional journey. All right, so now you can pause the video and fill in the blanks with either work, job, or career, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. She has always known that she wanted to be a doctor, but she started her career as a nurse. She is looking for a job that is near her house. My company is hiring more engineers because there is a lot of work that needs to be done. She is considering a career change, but she is nervous about going back to school. What is your job? Are you an engineer? And where do you want to work in the future? Now choose a person and answer the question above. Tell me about your experience. And you might need to add some extra details. And you can do that. You can write your answer in the comments. So just pick one of these and just describe their experience in the comments, remembering to use um, present perfect simple, present perfect continuous, and simple past, along with present simple. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Please like, subscribe, share, leave comments, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.